MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Miami Marlins. It's Marlins baseball, and it's next on the show. Wei-Yin Chen is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
In now is John Jay, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, they played a heck of a game, first game of this series, and then dropped the last 2, not playing really good baseball. They have to find a way to win this one today.
No doubt about it, D-Roll. If there's such a thing as a good series by winning the last one and getting a split in a 4-game set, that's exactly what they would like to do today to get some momentum going into the next series.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2. Temperature at game time here today, a very hot 97 degrees at first pitch. Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone on strikes to start the afternoon. With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes, battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
Up next for Arizona, Eduardo Escobar. We show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. First offering on its way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in, when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Moore ranging into shallow right. He can't get there as it falls in.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Into the box, Paul Goldschmidt, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. He's set, and the pitch. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. One 0 count. Here it is. 2-0. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, I know this guy's in the final year of his contract, but everybody is enamored with slugging percentage and home runs these days. But the guys in that dugout know who leads this team in hits, and it's this guy.
3-0 now.
Wow, this is the kind of count you'd like to get your superstar hitters in, right? 3-0, you can bet he has the green light on this pitch.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
Runners on the move for second. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. Gone! A 2-run home run off the bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Number 18 for him on the campaign. And Arizona moves out in front now 2-0.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Stepping up now, A.J. Pollard. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a strike. And it's 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Pollock in front, 3 balls and a strike.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
3-2.
We got 3-2.
Scorched to third. Up with it now is Prado. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting then, shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
Digging in, Nick Ahmed, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. That misses. 1-1 the count now to the Arizona shortstop.
I know the umpire balled that one right there, but it was close enough. He's going to try and establish that pitch in. As an offensive player, you got to build that rapport with the umpire. He can't give him anything off the inside half of the plate.
And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now. Line towards center field. A dive, but it'll get past him out in center, and this could roll till tomorrow. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Even the best center fielders make mistakes once in a while, and that's definitely the case here. He totally misplays it, and by the time he recovers, no chance of keeping him from ending up at third.
In now, David Peralta, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Here's the pitch. Line drive to center field. Brinson will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But the Diamondbacks pick up a couple courtesy of this two-run home run. Home half of the first coming up from Miami. It's now 2-0 Arizona. Zach Greinke will be the one towing the rubber for the Diamondbacks. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, in his last start, he picked up his 9th win of the season. It's always nice to get into double digits, and nothing he'd like to do more than to pitch well in this one and pick up his 10th victory of the year.
Here's Martin Prado now. He'll get things started in the home half of the first.
Third baseman, Martin Prado.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a slider. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. A little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. The 2-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I really like what Justin Bour does for this team. His batting average is on the rise right now. And if you look at his last 10 games, you know why. He's hitting over 350 in that span. So he's found his groove. He's hitting just about everything right now.
In now, Derek Dietrich. Career line against Greinke. He's only 1 for 10. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. 1 out, nobody on. Count now, a ball and a strike. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Sent on the ground out to second. Marte fields it cleanly. Throw on to first is in time, and Greinke's got himself 2 outs.
Batting third baseman, Justin Bour.
At the plate, Justin Bour. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1. 2 balls and a strike to Bohr.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now. The 3-1. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Greinke comes set. Here comes the first pitch. A little bouncer. Bohr leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 9 on the year as the Marlins have rallied back to tie it at 2 apiece.
Well, the lesson here, folks, is you simply cannot give up 2-out walks because they always come back to bite you in the side. That turns what was going to be a real quick inning into one you want to forget real quick.
Into the box, Brian Anderson. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes into play here at 273. 3 homers, 13 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. But 2 in the inning for the Marlins thanks to the 2-run home run. Second inning coming up, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Up around the face. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Now the 2-0 is in there for strike 1. Now the 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And when you talk about third base, you talk about a step and a dive. But you better have something to go with it when you get to your knees. And that's what this guy has. An absolute howitzer.
Settling in now, Jeff Mathis comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And that's taken for a cold strike 2. Ready on 1 and 2. Got him swinging in the dirt. Number 73 gathers. And he makes the throw to first. Mathis is retired. 2 down now. So here now is the pitcher, Zach Greinke. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
Fastball called for strike 2. And a ball and 2 strikes to the Diamondbacks pitcher.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground to third. Prado was there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. Bottom of the second inning coming up, all square at 2 apiece. Now at the plate, Lewis Brinson set to lead off the home half of the second.
Lewis Brinson.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. High and deep to right center. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 4 home runs, 9 driven in. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. The 0-2 home. Pitch popped up. Greinke shading to his right. 1 away.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at David Peralta. Bazooka arm in the outfield. Obviously, he was originally signed as a pitcher. Didn't work out. Reset the battery and came back as a big league outfielder. Impressive.
So striding in, number 73, and he's ready to take his first cuts. From the stretch. Swinging a soft liner on to first, and there were 2 down.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Standing in now, Wei-In Chen, as it's grounded sharply to first. The flip to the pitcher covering, as that will retire the side. One left for Miami. 2 innings complete. Deuces are wild. It's 2-2. Back at Marlins Park for the 3rd inning as we get a nice aerial view of Miami Beach's Art Deco district. Striding in once again, John Jay. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. One and one to the D-backs leadoff man. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Set to deliver on 2-1. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3. Eduardo Escobar is on deck. Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone. Digging in the switch hitter, Eduardo Escobar. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Escobar, a 5'10" switch hitter. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Yeah, Matt, that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
2-0 now. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And this is nowhere close, and it's a 4-pitch walk.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Ready now, A.J. Pollard. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Goldschmidt is off of first with 2 away. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Number 10 for him on the year. And it stakes the Diamondbacks to a 4-2 lead.
Wow, another long ball in the early going of this one. The second one he's allowed in just 2 2/3 innings. Might want to warm up those showers. He might be heading that way real soon if he can't keep the ball in the yard.
The batter, number 13.
Into the box now, Nick Ahmed. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at bat. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Ahmed is usually more of a threat when facing left-handers like this. The right-handers tend to give him a bit more trouble, so we'll see if that trend continues. A little bit outside. 2-1. Three balls and a strike to count to the Diamondbacks shortstop. David Peralta would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Inside, he misses, ball 4.
Yeah, and when a pitching coach goes to the mound this early, he's probably just looking to reset the pitcher's mindset, get him to forget about the negative, and give him something positive to focus on. We'll see if he responds.
Now in the box, David Peralta hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
But this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. It's now 4-2 Arizona. Martin Prado now as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Sliders in for a strike.
One of the keys to good pitching is attacking early in the count. That's 2 pitches, 2 swings, and an 0-2 count. Let's see if he goes right after him and tries to bury him here on the 3rd pitch.
Fouled away. Ready with another 0-2. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Stepping in now, Derek Dietrich. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. Dietrich, 28 years old. He was taken in the second round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
3-1 to the Marlins left fielder. Justin Bour waits on deck. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Into the box, Justin Bour. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Starlin Castro would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Greinke looks in. Here's the 3-1. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Here's Starlin Castro as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
The 2-2. Hit back up the middle. Ahmed has it. And a super play to gun his man down as the side is retired. Marlins leave 1. Still down by a count of 4-2. Ready for another chance? Ketel Marte. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Marte stands 6'1" and hits from both sides of the plate. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Popped him up. There to play it is Castro, and he's got it for the first out.
The batter.
Good time now to check out the Marlins Road to the Show report as you see a couple of players in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. Into the box now, Jeff Mathis. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball that just misses inside. We're in the 4th inning of a 4-2 ball game. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. And the pitch on 2-1. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
In now, Zach Greinke, wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. One there, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing doing for Arizona, but they still lead this one 4-2. Now at the plate, Brian Anderson comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
A ball and a strike. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. And they're going to have a leadoff base runner here as the fastball's lined into left, a base hit.
Turn and burn, baby. He smelled that heater coming inside right there. Didn't do too much damage with it, but was able to get the head out and drive it for a knock.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to execute to that spot. If he misses over the heart of the plate, this guy's still going to be ready.
That misses, 1-2. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
And next to the plate will be JT Riddle. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
So 1-1. Taken, strike two.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Popped up. Escobar calls for it to second for one. On to Goldschmidt, but too late as they'll just get the one.
Now batting, number 73.
Digging in now, number 73. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Riddle, the runner at first with two gone. Hit down the third baseline. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. One left for Miami. They trail it here 4-2. In now is John Jay, and he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. 0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ball 1.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3. Eduardo Escobar is on deck. The 3-1. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
Ready for another shot now. Eduardo Escobar, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ball 1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. base hit into right center.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Odrisamer Despaigne comes on now in an awfully difficult situation, as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. This year against right-handed pitching, Goldschmidt brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and they'll look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage. Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
Here's the 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. The tag gets 1, and he'll be safe on the fielder's choice. Ready once again, A.J. Pollock comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. 4 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Lifted down the line in left. Dietrich is in pursuit. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
Into the box now, Nick Ahmed. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Sinker stayed high, but called for a strike. Escobar at second. Goldschmidt on at first with 2 down. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit. Escobar is on his way home. The relay throw, but too late, and he's safe at third.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, 2-seamer, pitcher, sinker baller, what have you. You're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there. Miss middle.
Into the box now, David Peralta, as he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. 1-0 delivery. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one. The lifetime history with Adrisimar Despaigne. He has 7 hits in 17 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Pulled toward right center field. Giving chase is Brinson. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Only 1 in the inning for Arizona. Home half of the 5th coming up. D-backs out in front, 5-2. Miguel Rojas will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 19, Miguel Rojas.
Fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The numbers: 282 to start play, 4 home runs, and 25 driven in. Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Grounded back up the middle. Met fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Third baseman number 14, Martin Prado.
Martin Prado now. He went down on strikes last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
The windup and the 0-1. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
Standing in now, Derek Dietrich. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. No hits to this point. Here's the 0-1. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Hit down the line at first. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Here's another 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Pollock has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, first baseman, Justin Bohr.
Coming to the plate now, Justin Bohr. From the belt, kicks and deals. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Prado leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Greinke comes set. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. And that one just missed outside. Here now the 2-2. The bouncer to the left side, reined in. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Into the box, Starlin Castro. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Here it comes. And a breaking ball stays outside.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. Fastball called strike. 1-2. Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro.
And I think it's a combination of factors that might be getting to him right here. You've got that pitch count that's getting up there, but also the heat can be a factor. You can tell he's not real fresh right now.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
2 down, runners at first and second. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Marlins strand a pair. They trail 5-2. Guerrero takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 72.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Here's a strike. The 1-1 home is in there for the 2nd strike. Popped him up. Riddle waits on it. And he hauls it in for the 1st out of the inning.
The catcher, number 2, Jeff Mathis.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Jeff Mathis, a hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch on its way. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. 0-1. Here it comes. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch bang. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Zach Greinke. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, John Jay.
Stepping in, John Jay, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Jay is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
The 2-0 is a fastball looked at for a strike.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. D-backs lead it 5-2. At the plate, Brian Anderson. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Here's Greinke back to work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet him. It's strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right, but that'll be off the right field wall. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Well, when this thing left its bat, I thought it had the distance to get out of here, but it goes over the fielder's head and skips away in the bottom of the wall, allowing him to cruise into third.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Stepping in now, Lewis Brinson, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now the 1-0. Chopper foul. Anderson, the runner at third with no outs. A ball and 2 strikes now. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone. Now at the plate, JT Riddle. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal. So there'll be runners at the corners with 1 gone.
The batter, number 73.
Ready now for the Marlins, number 73. And they're runners at the corners now. First offering on its way. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
2-0 now. Two is our score here in inning number 6. A strike, and it's 2-1. Now the 2-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball. He bailed him out with a swing. 3-2 now. And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here.
Yeah, Matty V, this pitch count continues to go up, near 100 pitches here. He's not even through the 6th inning. And Mark DeRosa, this is right where you'd like to have a pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of stress pitches for him, you know. Usually you can throw 100 pitches, and if you're not taxed and there's not people and runners in scoring position, you could be all right. But he's had to grind this one.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Real Muto behind with an 0-2 count now.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Marlins strand a pair, and the deficit remains 5-2. Welcome back to South Florida. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Jumbo Diaz will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Jumbo Diaz.
Eduardo Escobar standing in.
For Arizona, third baseman, Eduardo Escobar.
First offering on its way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Diaz, a former Tampa Bay Ray, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
The 0-1 on its way. Grounded to the right. Castro has it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The batter, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. He's set. Here it comes. Nope. Missed with a slider. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Just missing here, 2-0.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Two and two.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Line to the right side. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Into the box now, A.J. Pollock, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Goldschmidt leads off first with 1 away. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
Stepping in, Nick Ahmed. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A runner on first with 2 away. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
Good late break to the slider. 87 on the gun there. It's 1-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive and a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 1-2 pitch. Down the third baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Here now the 2-2. And there he goes towards second. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. He's on the move again from first. 2 out with the man at first. Again, he's off for second. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Arizona, and it remains 5-2. Martin Prado now, and at this point of the game I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
That's a ball.
And that misses, ball 1.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Peralta's under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 32, Derek Dietrich.
Striding in, Derek Dietrich. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now the Diamondback skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to spell the end of the afternoon for Zach Greinke. So he'll leave here with 1 out in the 7th as he now hopes the bullpen can go ahead and get him the W.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. The 1-0 is a sinker that catches the zone. The 1-1 grounded down the third baseline, and there's out number 2.
Now back, first baseman Justin Ford.
So stepping in, Justin Bohr. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Fouled off. Two out, nobody on. One and one now the count of the Marlins first baseman. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Marte has it, and that will conclude matters here in the seventh. Miami down in order. They trail 5-2. Sean Burnett has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Sean Burnett.
Digging in once again, David Peralta. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Comes set, and the 0-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 this series.
On the ground to the right side. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Marte.
Stepping up to the plate, Ketel Marte. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. In for a strike. It's 1-1. This is line to left. Dietrich is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Now at the plate, Jeff Mathis. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. One strike.
Hey, when I see a swing like that, this guy made up his mind before that pitcher even came set. He was pulling the trigger no matter what.
0-1. Here it comes. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul for strike 2. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Brinson's in pursuit, and that ends the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. They're still out in front, 5-2. Number 66 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 66.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Starlin Castro. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now. Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Here's a fastball now that's hit softly down the line to third. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Hey now.
Right fielder number 15, Brian Anderson.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Brian Anderson. He made it to third on a triple in his previous appearance. He's set and the pitch. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer needing 3 runs in the ninth. That means game over.
Count even now at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
And next to the plate will be J.T. Riddle. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First pitch on its way. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1.
You can tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit, and you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
Anderson on second. Brinson at first. 1 gone. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
The count now at 2-1. Here it is. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
The 3-1. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Three-run home run down the line in right, and we are tied again.
Looking at that pitch again, you can see he just flat out missed his location. You put that pitch right there, and he's going to tattoo it. Now we're all tied up again, starting this thing all over.
In now, number 73. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Number 17.
Garrett Cooper will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 30. Garrett Cooper.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And it's fouled away. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, Dero, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. Go-ahead run heading for the plate. And a relay home. He's safe at the plate. And they've taken the lead here in the eighth.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Jorge De La Rosa answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the ninth inning without any trouble. First offering on its way. The cutter runs outside, ball one. 1-0 count. Here it is. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Ahmed onto the grass. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The left fielder, number 32, Derek.
Striding into the box, Derek Dietrich.
His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Looking to keep this a one-run game, the pitch. And a curveball drops in there for strike one. Called strike over the outside part of the plate.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball one.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Back up the middle. Ahmed to his left. He's got it. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Diamondbacks. It's the Marlins 6 and the Diamondbacks 5. Nick Whitgren comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Jake Lamb will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. He'll start this one at 269. 15 long balls and 49 runs batted in. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot, count leverage, look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
All over the place to start the ninth. It's 3-0 now. John Jay will be next. Here it comes, the 3-0. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Quick check on that tying run at first. Back in standing. In now is John Jay, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
That's a really difficult turn for a first baseman when you have to come get the ball, make a strong, accurate throw. So you need 2 good throws, not an easy double play to complete.
Standing in now, Eduardo Escobar, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. The 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Jay rounds third and is striding for home. Safe at the plate. We're all square at 6-6.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Looking at his career totals, Goldschmidt is quickly approaching 200 career homers, looking to inch closer here. The 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. Escobar heads for the plate. Now the relay home. The tag, and they cut down the potential go-ahead run at the plate. Next will be the cleanup hitter, A.J. Pollock. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first.
Here's the first pitch. A bouncer up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Daniel Descalso will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 3, Daniel Descalso.
He drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. With runners in scoring position this season, Descalso brings in a batting average resting just under 320, and will look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
These are the type of hitters that absolutely frustrate a pitching staff and a pitching coach. He's not trying to do a ton of damage, but he's certainly going to...
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. Throw comes quickly to the infield, so that go-ahead run will have to hold up at third with 2 away.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Stepping in now, David Peralta, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Waving out it is Brinson, and they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch. So just the 1-run scores here in the frame. 1 for the Diamondbacks on the RBI double. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th, and we're all even now at 6-6. Daniel Descalso will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 3, Daniel Descalso.
Archie Bradley comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings. Coming to the plate now, Justin Bour. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Justin Bour.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just missed with a breaking ball. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Starlin Castro.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Starlin Castro. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. On the move is Pollard. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Right fielder number 15, Brian Anderson.
So digging in now, Brian Anderson. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
First delivery to him on the way. Breaking ball in for a strike. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Here it comes. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called the ball 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Here's another 1-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means free baseball here this afternoon. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th, and we are all even at 6 apiece. So striding forward now, Ketel Marte. He'll be the one to lead it off here in the top of inning number 10. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The 1-1 home. Oh, and look what I found out there on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
The catcher, number 2, Jeff Mathis.
Standing in, Jeff Mathis. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. Leaves a changeup high for a strike. Popped him up. Number 73 is under it, 2 gone.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, catcher, Archie Bradley.
Alex Avila will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 5, Alex Avila.
In there, strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a curveball that gets a swing and a miss and makes him look way behind.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Anderson has it in his tracks. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. This game remains tied at 6. T.J. McFarland comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. Up next from Miami, Lewis Brinson, 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit back toward the mound. And this is going to get through into center, so there's your possible winning run aboard on the leadoff single.
Love the approach right there to get on base with a leadoff knock to start the bottom of the 10th. They don't want this game to go any farther than this. They want to end it right now. Let's see how the manager plays this.
J.T. Riddle will stand in again, and his at-bat back in the 8th was certainly a big moment in the ballgame. A 3-run home run that helped us get to where we are now. Here's the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1 showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Possible winning run aboard here. Nobody out. Now a bunt attempt here. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
Now batting, number 73.
Digging in and looking for more, number 73. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Here's the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1. Runner goes for third. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Behind the runner to second. And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal. So there'll be runners at the corners with 1 gone.
The pitcher, number 64.
Cameron Maben will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Cameron Maben.
First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. The 1-0 takes a knee-high fastball.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
The 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And they do, in fact, let it land foul. Very smart. Now the 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. A huge punch out there, and the winning run stays anchored at third with 2 gone now.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Martin Prado now, as he'll ground this one foul for the first strike. A 2-out hit'd win it. Pass ball or wild pitch would do the trick just as well. chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. And we'll have to cancel those dinner reservations, partner. 11th inning coming up, and we are all even at 6 apiece. Kyle Bearclaw takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Number 46, Kyle Bearclaw.
In now is John Jay. He reached on a fielder's choice previously.
Right fielder, John Jay.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. The 1-0 home. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Awfully frustrating for a pitcher. You make a close pitch like that just barely misses. Whew, that's a tough one to get back.
Here he comes on 2-0. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
3-0 fastball's in for a strike. The 3-1 pitch. And possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin the frame in extra innings.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
So coming to the plate, Eduardo Escobar. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. Here's the first pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Bearclaw, or Bear for short. He was selected in the 7th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 1-0. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Smoked on the ground left side. That's through for a base hit, and he's putting together a monster line in this one. They just can't get him out.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. Here's the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Jay over at second. Escobar on at first with nobody out. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, A.J. Pollock. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. The 0-1. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. Throw to third, and it's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Daniel Descalso, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a fly ball, but shallow, and that's not going to do it. Anderson has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And the throw in gets away from him.
Now batting, left fielder.
So a big spot here, and stepping in, David Peralta, as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Ball and a strike. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. So they load the bases on just 1 hit, but 3 men are left stranded. It's getting late. 1 run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. And we are all even at 6 apiece. Now to the plate, Derek Dietrich. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Derek Dietrich.
Here's the pitch. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Marte gloves it, and there's 1 down now.
Now batting, first baseman, Justin Bohr.
Digging in, Justin Bohr. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First offering on its way. Nope. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
1-1 pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And he is in there.
You know, Dero, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take them when you can get them.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. Swing hard liner to left center. And Castro's got himself a base hit. Throw comes in quickly, so the winning run advances to second now with only 1 away. So a big moment in the ball game here. Brian Anderson, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? Descalzo on to Goldschmidt, a double play. Inning over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. 11 innings, can't decide it. On to the 12th. Still tied. Standing in, Ketel Marte. He'll lead things off now as we play inning number 12. From the stretch. Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
That's ball 2.
2-0. The 2-0 on the way. Misses above the zone for a ball.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Now the 3-0 offering is a fastball center cut.
Count is 3-1.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. Throwing to second. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Into the box, Jeff Mathis. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball here, 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 0-1. Now a bunt attempt here. A tag for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. The pitcher, T.J. McFarland, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Here's the first pitch, and they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. There's 1.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
In now, John Jay. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. The 0-1. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. That's lifted the other way out to left. Dietrich is there, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. Score remains tied 6 apiece. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sinker stayed high, but called for a strike. Hit in the air down the right field line. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. One-two pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. There to take it is Jay, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Riddle.
Digging in to try it again, JT Riddle. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. Hit back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's 1 out in the inning. They got 1 more to play with that they could potentially be productive with. But this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
Standing in now, number 73. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1. Ground ball right side. 1 there. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it, but that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out, so that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
Got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. The 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Sierra, once a member of the Cardinals organization, he was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Time to put the coffee pot on. 13th inning coming up. And we are all even at 6 apiece. Drew Steckenrider takes the hill now to begin the lucky 13th inning.
71. Drew Steckenrider.
Eduardo Escobar will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. 0-1 count and the pitch. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. Working on a good line in this ball game, 3 for 5 thus far. The 1-0. Here's a strike. Looks like a left-hander up and throwing now in that Marlins bullpen. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Hit hard towards center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
1-0 the count. The 1-0. Changeup in for a strike. And this one gets away. Throw over to third here, and he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Now the 2-1. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Escobar at third. Goldschmidt stands at second. No outs. Hit on the ground out to short. Riggle has it cleanly. The tag, and they cut down the potential go-ahead run at the plate.
Well, he took a big gamble here in a tie game, but the throw is a good one. He probably got excited about scoring the go-ahead run, but that excitement ends up costing them, and we're still tied.
Into the box now, Daniel Descalso, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 0-1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Now the 1-2 pitch. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Now batting, David Peralta, trying to put it all behind him and break through right here. He's a paltry 0 for 6 thus far. Here's the first pitch. Up around the face. The 1-0. Lifted in the air out to right. Anderson going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Diamondbacks strand a pair. We're still tied 6-6. Martin Prado now.
Leading off for the Marlins, third baseman, Martin.
First pitch on its way. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike one. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. To short. And there's one away.
The left fielder, number 32, Derek Dietrich.
At the plate, Derek Dietrich. Here's the first pitch to him. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one. One out, nobody on. Hit hard up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit. Well, you don't want to do the math on a 1 for 7, but the base hit might leave him with a little more positive taste from this one.
100%, Matty. Give me that knock all day long. The last thing you want is an 0 for 7. That's like 2 days of being terrible.
Stepping in now, Justin Bour, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. The 1-0 takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming. Double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming next.
The 1-1 pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Now the 1-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. That's through. He's got a base hit. His second in this one. 2 for 5 now. And he'll get there at third. And now the winning run's only 90 feet away with just 1 out.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that into memory banks. That guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Silvino Bracho takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Here's Starlin Castro as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's looking to bring home the winning run from third. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. Bracho, a 5'10" right-hander. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
All right, no more hope, and he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
This is hit softly to third. And the winning run is across to score.
Well, the way things unfolded, you kind of had a sense that this thing was going to end in dramatic fashion, and that's exactly what happened. A walk-off for the win? Wow.
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
And this afternoon's closes at a one-run game, 7-6 today. The Miami Marlins posted 4 runs in the 8th on the way to victory. Drew Steckenrider earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 7 runs on 17 hits. No errors. They left 13 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, 6 runs, 15 hits. With 1 error, they left 16 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 2 minutes. A reminder that Marlins shuttle buses are available outside Marlins Park with service to the Culmer Metro Rail Station.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out in the NL West, the Marlins pounded out 17 hits in this one as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 7-6. The Dodgers totaled 11 hits as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 7-4. DJ LeMahieu was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs, leading the Rockies to a win over the Giants 13-2. The Phillies got 11 hits overall as they bested the visiting Nats 4-2. The Reds knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got the best of the Brewers at home 5-3. The Angels launched 3 home runs as they took down the Red Sox on the road 9-3. It was their 7th straight victory. The Astros combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 5-3. Manny Machado scored 3 runs overall as the Orioles defeated the Mariners 6-5. The Minnesota Twins picked up 14 hits in total as they beat the White Sox on the south side 2-1. The Detroit Tigers racked up 11 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 6-5. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.